Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans around the world, welcome to the biggest stage in combat sports. Tonight we embark on a journey through the rise of a warrior, a man who's captured the imagination of millions, Ilia Topuria, El Matador. From the streets of Tbilisi to the bright lights of Las Vegas, Topuria's story is one of passion, pain, and relentless pursuit of greatness. And now as he stands on the precipice of history, ready to challenge for the UFC Lightweight title at UFC 317, the world is watching. Will he become a double champion? Will he etch his name alongside the legends of the sport? Tonight we dive deep into the life, the fights, and the fire that drives Ilia Topuria and answer the question, can El Matador make history at UFC 317? Every legend has a beginning for Ilia. Topuria, that beginning was far from the glamour of the UFC octagon. Born in 1997 in Tbilisi, Georgia, Topuria grew up in a world where toughness wasn't just admired, it was a necessity. From a young age, he was drawn to combat sports, finding solace and purpose in the discipline of wrestling and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But it wasn't just about fighting for Topuria. It was about proving something to himself, to his family, and to the world. At just 15, Topuria made the life-changing decision to move to Spain, seeking better opportunities and a chance to chase his dreams. It was here that he truly fell in love with mixed martial arts, training day and night, honing his skills and building the foundation of what would become one of the most exciting careers in UFC history. By 2015, Topuria was ready to turn professional. He quickly made a name for himself on the European circuit, racking up wins with a combination of technical precision and raw aggression. His nickname, El Matador, was earned not just for his Spanish heritage, but for his ability to dominate and finish opponents with the flair of a true showman. The road to the UFC is never easy. For Topuria, it was a test of patience, perseverance, and unshakable belief. After dominating the regional scene, Topuria got the call every fighter dreams of a UFC contract. His debut in 2020 was against Youssef Zalal, a tough opponent with a reputation for grinding out wins. But Topuria wasn't fazed. He stepped into the octagon with the confidence of a champion and left with a dominant victory. From that moment on, Topuria's star began to rise. Fight after fight, he proved he belonged among the best in the world. His submission victory over Bryce Mitchell was a masterclass in grappling, showcasing his ability to dominate even the most skilled ground fighters. His knockout of Josh Emmett was a statement. Topuria wasn't just a grappler, he was a striker with knockout power. But it was his fight against Alexander Volkanovski that truly changed everything. Volkanovski, a legend of the sport, was considered unbeatable, but Topuria stepped into the cage with no fear, only focus. The result, a stunning knockout that sent shockwaves through the MMA world. What makes Ilia Topuria so special? It's not just his record, it's not just his power. It's the way he combines every aspect of mixed martial arts into a seamless, unstoppable force. Let's break it down. Topuria's striking is crisp, technical, and devastating. His jabs are lightning fast, his hooks are fight-ending, and his leg kicks are brutal. He uses feints and footwork to set up his attacks, always keeping opponents guessing. On the ground, Topuria is just as dangerous. His wrestling is elite, his Brazilian jiu-jitsu is world-class, and his ability to transition between positions is unmatched. He's not just looking to control, he's looking to finish with submissions that come out of nowhere. Perhaps most impressive is Topuria's fight IQ. He reads opponents like a book, adapting his game plan on the fly and always staying one step ahead. Whether he's standing or on the ground, Topuria is always hunting for the finish. Now we arrive at the moment that will define Ilia Topuria's legacy, UFC 317. With the lightweight title vacant after Islam Makhachev's move to welterweight, the stage is set for a new champion to be crowned. Topuria's opponent, Charles Oliveira, the former champion and submission master Oliveira, holds the record for most finishes in UFC history, and he's hungry to reclaim his throne. But Topuria is unshaken. He's confident, focused, and ready to shock the world once again. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Topuria wins, he becomes a double champion, a feat achieved by only a select few in UFC history. If he loses, he'll have to regroup and come back stronger. The UFC has even named Arman Tsarukyan as the official backup just in case. That's how important this fight is. A victory at UFC 317 would cement Ilia Topuria's legacy as one of the greatest fighters of this generation. He would join the elite club of UFC double champions, a list that includes legends like Conor McGregor, Daniel Cormier, and Amanda Nunes. For the UFC, Topuria is a dream come true. He's a global superstar, speaking multiple languages and connecting with fans from all over the world. His charisma, his skill, and his story make him the perfect ambassador for the sport. A Topuria victory would shake up the lightweight division and set the stage for epic matchups against the likes of Sarakian, Gaethje Poirier, and Dariush. The future of the division is on the line, and Topuria is ready to write the next chapter. Even if Topuria wins at UFC 317, the road ahead is brutal. The lightweight division is a shark tank filled with killers like Tsarukyan, Gaethje Poirier, and Dariush. Every fight is a war, and every opponent is hungry for glory. Moving up in weight brings new challenges, bigger, stronger, and more experienced fighters. But Topuria thrives under pressure. He's already proven he can adapt, overcome, and dominate. The question isn't whether he can handle the challenge, it's how far he can go. So can Ilia Topuria make history at UFC 317? The answer is up to him. He's got the skills, the heart and the hunger to become a legend. But he's facing the toughest test of his career in Charles Oliveira. Win or lose, Topuria is a fighter you won't forget. He's already changed the sport. And at UFC 317, he could change it forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and career of Ilia Topuria. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another epic breakdown. Drop a comment below. Do you think Topuria can become a double champ at UFC 317? Who do you want to see him fight next? Stay tuned for more UFC action fighter stories and the latest news from the world of MMA. Until next time, keep supporting the sport and enjoy the fights.